No art skills? No problem. Today, as a solo dev, I'll show you how I'm creating and animating characters and NPCs for my game using only AI tools. Stick around to see this in action, and have a laugh at my beginner attempts. Hi, I'm Owen Creve, a back-end developer with over 15 years of experience. I'm building my own game solo with no prior game dev skills, using just my coding expertise, AI tools, and passion for video games. Today, there are plenty of options for getting sprites for your character. There are many marketplaces and some freelancers offer their skills, letting you order unique, animated sprites of high quality. However, none of these options suit me well. Marketplaces have a limited range of sprites, and I want all NPCs, enemies, and the player to be consistent, with animations that might not be available in pre-made sets. This restricts how I can tell my story instead of letting me shape it freely. Hiring real artists is too costly. My goal is nearly zero cost, except for AI subscriptions, and it takes too much time. I don't want to wait. I want to start now and depend only on myself. Let me show you my approach. I won't claim this is perfect or that everyone should follow suit. I'm just sharing my experience, which worked for me and I got results. Plus, I want to have fun, and I'm definitely enjoying this. First of all, I generated my main character. I made numerous attempts to create someone I like, a character that can tell my story as I envision it. I tried various options, and ChatGPT finally delivered exactly what I wanted. Great! I have the image, but now I need to animate it. None of the current AI image generators can do this. I mean, as of now, you can't just ask, "Okay, AI, please generate 10 sprites of my character running frame by frame." I needed a tool that could handle all the animation for the same image. Then, it hit me. I could use 3D tools here. I know some AI tools can create a 3D model from an image, so I started experimenting. None of these tools are paying me to promote them, so I won't name them, but you can see on screen which one I used. This tool turned out to be perfect for my needs. After the 350-second try, I generated a 3D model with a decent texture and started animating it. It has a solid list of animations, so I found everything I needed. Now I have my model, complete with all animations, consistent, and looking pretty good for this near-zero cost approach. Next, I just needed to convert the 3D model into 2D from a specific angle, basically create a render. That's where Blender came in. Since I had zero experience with it, I relied on YouTube tutorials and, in some parts, asked AI for advice. In the end, I managed to do this. I set up the scene and camera to look at the desired angle with square proportions, centered on the default model import spot. Then I exported it as an FBX file with textures and a low FPS, importing it into Blender. All I had to do next was adjust the import settings to get files of a reasonable size. For my game, I settled on 192 by 192 pixels as the sweet spot for quality and size. If I need the full animation, I can select specific frames to export. If the animation moves the character outside the camera's view, I move the camera along with them and render it frame by frame. In the render settings, I also removed the background, so the render creates transparency. And that's it! I ended up with ready-to-use animated frames that let me start building the character, NPCs, and some enemies right away with a minimal budget. Down the line, if I see potential for commercial success, I might hire an artist to redraw the characters. But for now, since this is just a hobby, I think I've got a solid result to begin making the game immediately, without spending time or money up front when the final outcome is still uncertain. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe. In the next video, I'll share how I picked a game engine, why I initially chose GameMaker over Godot, and why I eventually switched to Unity.